Iraq, certainly. Now everybody admits had nothing to do with 9/11, and there was no weapons of mass destruction. But oh well, can't go back and correct those kinds of mistakes. Over 1 million people dead. No, okay, whoops. Can't accept responsibility. No one goes to jail. Oh, okay, who cares? The bombs dropped somewhere else, and now we're gonna do it again in Libya. Why not have three fronts to have these acts of military aggression? They're not wars; they're acts of military aggression. Is what they are. Completely unjustified. No congressional approval. For a war, you need Congress to pass a war resolution, and there is no war resolution. So, see, what I really like about this whole situation here is that this girl personifies what the U.S. is all about. She's pretty in an outward way. You know what I mean? I mean, she definitely has the looks. From a superficial standpoint, looks great from the outside. Um, I don't know what her integrity is or what her real intelligence is, but by her what she put out in the video, she definitely came across as somebody that isn't all that intelligent. And personally, I think that she did that intentionally because that's who she has to be. In this society, we value the superficial. She's going to probably make more money, um, doing some sort of porn or reality TV show, modeling, she's going to make more money doing that than a ton of girls who are going to graduate from UCLA this year, who are going to have a degree and most likely not even going to be able to find a job. And that's a statement about this country. That's a statement about this society. you know Individually, we all have faults. We have things that, she probably has done things that have helped people, or she's probably done good things in her life, and she's, obviously people are mad at her for what she said on the video, which I personally think is manipulated to be that way. I think she purposely, set herself up to look that way in the video just to be able to get her little modeling career to go to the next level. The news now is that she has quit school. I think she was going to do that anyway, and I venture to guess that she wasn't doing well in her studies, and she decided to have this little way out. And this is much like that lady, I forget her name, Jennifer, whatever her face was, that got caught up with Brett Favre just last year. The whole cell phone. Um, Cockpit thing. She did a similar thing when she was at uh, Florida State a few years back. That was her ticket to fame. Was not that she didn't do some rant, but it was like something that she got filmed, and then it went on YouTube. It got viral on YouTube, and then she became this big time model, and now she's rubbing elbows with the big elite people in the modeling world, you know, in New York, and she's dating, whatever. She goes out on dates with these big time, senators or mayors or whatever, these big time people. And she was like dating, I don't know, like the head guy at Columbia Records or something crazy, something like that. But I mean, that was her ticket, to that level of fame was, and that access was that she was, some nice looking college girl, something at Florida State, and she put something on YouTube. She got famous from that, and then it opened up doors for her in career opportunities. And this is what our society is all about right now. I'm sure that this girl knows enough about that sort of way to get famous and be able to open up doors for herself and her career and to make money. And this is what we value. We just value sex, and not anything substantial or what's really going on in the world. And the US is basically this worldwide bully that is invading countries. It's using its military to extract resources, is what it is. It's not protecting anybody. It's not defending anything. Um, it's going into places that have oil, have mineral resources, have access to ports. Afghanistan, the Indian Ocean, the pipeline from the the Ukraine and the stands, up there, cutting off Russia and China. Now North Africa is in their target scope, and they're just taking over. And next is Iran. Um, and then if you look into things like the HARP project about weather control and earthquakes and things like that. This is what the U.S. is doing. This is what they're doing with your tax money, and people are just sitting around ranting and raving about what this chick said, and this girl is um, putting a video up like that because she needs a way basically to make money, and this is it's in a way it's like prostitution in the sense that, she's just flaunting her body out there and whatever, and she's putting, that video out there because, yeah, I mean, there's lots of pretty faces, lots of girls with nice shapes and stuff, but you need a little bit extra. You need that extra, claim to fame to be able to be, have a name recognition, and she got an instant shot of that by putting that video up on YouTube, and people carried it through and whatever, and they should realize that, this is the value system that we have. We don't have people who make money for producing anything. I mean, the hardest working people in this society, the people who pick lettuce, the people who clean the bathrooms, people who do construction, and they're not making the most amount of money. It's people who are moving paper around on Wall Street, and just doing nothing. I mean, the head CEOs of these oil companies that they're doing all this extraction, all over the world, and polluting, all these places, and all this nuclear disaster that's going on in Japan, and all that we can do because we're so inept as a society are two things: be uh, militarily belligerent and invade countries and have a fascist police state inside of the country, and just be decadent. Just this is what we care about here in the. I mean, you could Bible thump all you want, but this is what the U.S. is about. It's the base. Get down to the most base level of carnality. This is the value system of the U.S., and this girl is just doing what she has to do to make some money so she could have, in the value system of materialism, a decent life, to have a car, to be able to travel, food, have her own apartment, be able to live by herself, because if you're not, doing this level, which in a sense is prostitution, but it's not only the girls and, men who have to, kind of sell themselves on this level. It's the society that makes it so that you cannot make a living without somehow selling yourself, in this superficial, because this is what we value. We don't value people who actually create things. We don't value people who actually, work really hard and take a long time to actually do something right. We want the quick fix, the market splash hype, do it right now, real sexy, boom, 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 put my name on it. Ooh, look at me. Yeah, I'm the big honcho. And then at the end of the day, what have you produced? Nothing.